Hello, and today I'm going to be doing a weather analysis of April 12th through 13th of 2020 that had a large tornado outbreak that had multiple long track tornadoes as well as a large scale sea and wind event and as well as many other things. Alright, yeah, thank you for joining the video. This is my first ever radar analysis, so who cares if it's a bit shit. Okay, so here we are on the weather analysis page uh, of the event. So first thing we're going to look at is the preliminary reports of that day, which um, the whole entire outbreak had about around 183 to, well, and then 35 the next day as part of the outbreak. Those were mostly weak, but like one EF3. Um, the environment for it was pretty good. Let me go check these. Yeah, as you can see, like, you can see the trough right here as it comes in at, right there. See the trough right here as it arrives. Let's see this UT chart. So, let's see. So yeah, the soundings were pretty good for that day. Um, as it progressed, this is when the cat. This is for that. This is for an area. This is a good sounding taken from the environment in that area. Alright. Which can really show you some of the stuff. And here are the outlooks. So day 8 had a low predictability risk for that portion. No risk there. Day 7 had the same thing. Um, Day 6, still the same thing. Day 5. Now, here's where they put the 15% in. Here's where they put the 15% in. For there. For these two areas. For Texas and Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Texas on the next day. Then this one got upgraded to a 30%, while 15% was issued for the coastal areas. And as we got to day 3, they finally issued that moderate risk. Surprisingly, they actually kept it. And on day 1, as you can see, the moderate risk right here, the main portion of where all the tornado activity happened. It's right there. I'm guessing. Here are some of the MCDs for that day. That was from the day before. Yeah, they had a tornado thing. Tornado risk going through here. Going through all through here. Yeah, mostly like tornado things. Alright, let's take a look at the watches. So first, not surprisingly, PDS watch for there. Let me go watch before. Yeah, not surprising for here either. Not surprised for that. That's from Watch for Oklahoma. Yeah, PDS watch issue for there. Uh, Another PDS watch for there. There. Small tornado watch for there. Eventually, look as it looked like the day was starting to calm down. Never mind. It eventually looked like it was starting to calm down, but there was still high tornado probability for here. this one for? Oh, this is for the 19th. This is for the 19th when that happened. Yeah, PDS watch was issued for there. Well, a high-end tornado watch was issued to there. Really did not have much going on for it, unfortunately, except for a lone EF4, which we'll take a look at later, as well as another outbreak on the 22nd, which we'll also take a look at. Which, let's see, that was for April 19th. Sorry, this is for April 20th. Just skip ahead. I'll show you the tornado watch for. Yeah, there it is, right there. There's a tornado watch for April 22nd. There you go. Alright. And I will share between Chrome and GR2 for the tornado count. See you on radar. Alright. So first radar we're going to look at is the KSJT radar in Texas. This was from the 11th. Or early morning hours of the 12th. Where the first actual tornado spawned, which was not in Louisiana. It was in Texas. So at first, a squall line formed uh, around the Fort Stockton and Odessa areas, which was going to continuously head east all the way over to Georgia and Florida. This is a pretty long lasting squall line. And see, we have some severe storms here. We do have actually a hook starting to develop on this right there. We did have a hook develop on that. Now, as you can see here, I think this is rotation. It is not. This is what's called side load when the radar can glitch out sometimes. That does not mean rotation, even though it has a mesonomic. Also, this did just start to develop something, but we'll get to that. Okay. So as you can see the hook form right there, and you get a tornado warning. This did head for El Dorado, but I don't think it did much. I think this is only rated EF1. That also, I don't think that was on the ground yet. Yeah, it immediately died off as soon as it got warned. Well, no, it came back a little bit. It came back a little bit. It's like, yeah, it came back a little bit. Right here, it came back. It was breathing in and out. It became decent right there, but then it just died off again as it headed, as the sail headed for El Dorado. I think it started to reform around. I think back here. That line actually dissipates right there. This line actually dissipates right here. Not severe warning anymore. But, I think it does get tornado warned eventually. Yeah, right there. Doesn't get tornado warned yet, but this is where this tornado started to develop, and this is where the tornado started to redevelop. Right here near, just near El Dorado, uh, and eventually, I don't think this produced very many strong tornadoes, but later on in the line, you get what it did. So, anyways, all right. So here we can see this rotation ramping up, and we can see this small line. I think might have been starting to breathe in and out and die and reform and die and reform. here is where we get the next tornado. Right there, as you can see, well, there's another tornado coming right there as well. Yeah, right there. We did have one right here as well. We weren't exactly warned yet. Okay. This is where this got a meso and got pretty strong. This one as well was starting to wrap up, get pretty strong as well. Yeah, that one got warned. Right there. And I think this was actually confirmed. No, it was not tornado confirmed. There's the Atlanta one getting warned. There's the Atlanta one getting warned. That one got warned, but I don't think it did much either. Let me just see something for a second. Alright, I had to move the radar further on, so that's why I stopped the video. That's what I saw. Anyways, we had a tornado. Anyways, so later on, we had, this was a little bit later on. We had this happen, but you can't kind of really see. You can kind of see it in there, but not really. But then you had, I don't think these were tornado. I think that was a tornado right there. Yeah, that got warned. This was the first Tor R right here. Uh, I'm just gonna do something real quick. Crap. Shit. Alright, there we go. I've got the thing pulled up. Yeah, sorry if you can see my bottom things right there. Alright, here we are. Yeah, this was a confirmed tornado right there. Sorry, I just had to fix the setup. As you can see, there was a confirmed tornado right here, as per the warning. Near Fredericksburg. And I think that was rewarned. This was this was warned. Then that was still warned. Yeah, this wasn't a very strong tornado, but it was confirmed by people. It was confirmed. Now, this is when the squall line started to form over here. That's when the tornado died. Alright, so now I'm going to pull up Chrome, you guys, and go to here. The first few tornadoes of the outbreak. So those first tornadoes that you saw were these ones right here. Don't mind that Louisiana one. These ones right here were the first. They were relatively weak, did minor damage to buildings and things. Um, the real severe stuff did not happen till like the early morning hours of the 12th. Anyways, I'm going to take a break for the night. I will finish this recording tomorrow. Alright, I'm back. So next off was later on in the day started the tornadoes from Louisiana, with the squall line eventually fully forming and making like a couple tornadoes around the Texas-Louisiana border, and then eventually traveling across the whole state. So this is where the tornado activity really started to ramp up, which we got starting with these right here, as you can see. Yeah, we got a tornado right here. Oh boy. Yeah, tornado right there. Go rich or something. Then we had another one form right here. At the same time, we had one touchdown right here. And then, um, yeah, yeah, right there. Right there, you can see the rotation pickup right there. And right here, you can also see the rotation pickup right here. Yeah, there you go. You got a tornado right there, debris signature. Full on debris signature with kind of weak rotation mostly. Weak rotation. Uh, pretty weak tornado. And then right here, you had a stronger tornado. About 109 miles an hour winds, which is about the EF1 strength. And then you had this tornado dissipated right here. And this reformed again. This was just breathing in and out. We had still this one over here. We had a new one right there. Brief one. This one was still developing pretty well. Then it touched down right there. You can see right there, the reds touching the blues. Pretty weak tornado right there. But it definitely got stronger. Right here. Uh, so here's where it kind of got a little bit stronger. Over here. As, yeah, that right there. Your Grand Cane. Right there. And as well as right here. This was that EF2 Grand Cane, I think. I don't know if that was confirmed. Here was another joint on your Kingston. I think that was rated EF2. That one got pretty strong for the looks of it. This one, I think was pretty weak. It got a little bit strong, but like this one, that's a pretty strong tornado right there in Kingston. You see, you got the debris ball on radar right here. Capable of doing strong, like high-end damage. Yeah, it wasn't PDS though, even though it should have. It was like 70 or 70, which is like 140 mile an hour winds, which could have been EF3, but I don't think that was. And we have another tornado right here, and more tornadoes up in the north, all along here. So you keep going. See more and more tornadoes happening, just pure chaos. I don't know why that was random. Alright, yeah, we have one right here. We have. Alright, there was my thing. Oh, my god. One right here, definitely. Yeah, another strong tornado right there near Ninook. And another one forming near Evelyn. Another one right here. There you are. There you are, right there. Yeah, tornado imminent right there. Right here. Right here. You can see this debris. As well as up here near Cotchwood. Oh, oh man. Alright, yeah, it went right through the town of Heflin. Right there. There was a bunch of tornadoes happening. This one, I think that's just a brief fall. That's not an actual tornado right there. That's just a fallout. Here's the Ashland tornado. That was a pretty interesting one. I don't think that was a tornado right there either. I don't think that was a tornado. This, oh yeah, right there, Arcadia. Oh, oh God. Right through Arcadia. Uh, as these stills do make its way to Monroe, which did look quite concerning. Yeah, another tornado on your equipment right here, most likely. As stuff started to evolve. Stuff. Here's the other one. We have two right here. Then all of a sudden we had a random tornado emergency. We didn't see the thing yet, but like, yeah, right here, right here. Here's the warning: large destructive tornado in Monroe. You can see just barely right there, right here. And this was an EF3 tornado. Whoa, my God! Here up north, you can see another rotation in Sterlington. Um, Monroe definitely went right through Monroe. Yeah, and then you got Sterlington EF3, also 140. But it doesn't look that impressive. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyways. Alright. So, switching over the radars, we did have a few more tornadoes in Louisiana right here. As you can see, skip ahead a little bit. Right there, right here, we had a couple tornadoes going through. Yeah, 3 tornadoes reported at once, even though you can't really see it on radar. But there was definitely a few tornadoes within there. The radar is not very good around here, so I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit. There's like, alright, that was EF0 in Lake Providence. I gotta find where Yazoo is. Yeah, there's Yazoo. Okay. As this thing started to come through, there was definitely multiple tornadoes right there. One near Cary, you can obviously see the rotation and the debris ball right here. Cary. I see, obviously something right here as well. Another one starting to form right around this area. And we can see this also starting to head towards Yazoo City, looking a little bit significant right here. Yeah, there we go, right there. A tornado right there. And then we have another one. I think that was it, yeah, right here. Near Yazoo City. Another rotation, like a whole bunch of rotations all along this area. Out of nowhere. Like, I mean, not out of nowhere, but like they're like a bunch of spin-ups and stuff. This was mainly a QLCS event, which with many tornadoes. Meanwhile, down here we had a couple. It might not look like it, but these are going to eventually be like a couple big ones later on. All right, we had another tornado over here. Oh, what's that? Right there, right in there. That was a tornado. What's that? As we keep going, there just got a little bit more. One more, yeah, right there, another one. Right here near Goodman. It, well, Better call someone to fix your roof. Um, we had a whole bunch of rotations inside this. One near Salis and McAdams. Pretty cool. Then stuff started to die down a bit, and actually, what did end up happening was I think stuff started to form along the line down here. No, we're up here. McMillan, right there. There you go, right there. Tornado McMillan. This is right as also this is starting to come on and form some. Uh, Alright, so around here we still have more tornadoes that would eventually head off into the Alabama area, which we'll eventually be able to see clearer on the other radar. You have the McMillan tornado right here. Yeah, more tornado winds going right towards Macon. Now I'm just going to take a break from that and switch down to here, because as you can see here, there is that thing I was talking about earlier has formed into a supercell near Macomb and Magnolia, and most likely heading northeast towards the Hasbro. So, we did have more tornadoes right around here. Take a look back with our look see back in with our supercell later on. Tornado go through Macon right there. Now that's where you can't see anymore. And here's where we go that range. Now, back a few scans. You go. Now this is what it has formed into right here. A supercell, well, more of a line of supercells eventually. That definitely started spawning a tornado. As you can see, it is pretty strong rotation. Doesn't look all that strong at first, but later on, yeah, this thing it was an EL4, had 2 fatalities. Eventually went on to produce 2 tornadoes. You can see there's a debris ball right here. Pretty large tornado. Yeah, here you go. There it is. As you can see, there's another one to its south. There's one near Oakville, and that one died off pretty quickly, I think. Did it travel a bit? No, I think it traveled a bit. No, it died off. And then it did reform, but I want to take a look at this one real quick. That one's starting to, this one actually started to take shape, because look at this now. You have this giant curve right here, forming into, like a full-on supercell right there. Now, I think, like, you can see this, like, with a lot of tornadoes, but, like, most of the very extremely strong ones have this hook and are alone in it by itself. Now, as you can see here, just a giant tornado just went right through Bassford according to the radar, and the winds on this thing are insane. As you can see, like, look at the winds here. You can see the winds, like, at least 196 to at least 196. Yeah, there you go. 22. You're getting over 200-mile-per-hour winds on this thing. A long track violent tornado has over 200-mile-per-hour winds, and it can only mean disaster. Yeah, there we go, 200 right there. And meanwhile, to the south, we have another one forming right here near Oakville. Right there. Fortunately, this did miss Laurel, even though a tornado emergency was issued for there. It did miss and kept going to its north. But, unfortunately, it hit the town of Sosa. Right through Sosa. And as that was happening, we had another one right here. Oakville had just touched down. right there. Oakville has touched down. This one has finally, I think, like almost died off. This was a long track tornado. These were long track tornadoes. Yeah, it eventually reformed into like a weaker one, but like it eventually died off. But then all attention was put on this giant EF3. By the way, that wind's over 200 miles per hour. That was rated EF4 190. That was not EF5. So any speculators saying, "Oh, just because the winds, they had EF5 winds doesn't mean it's automatically EF5." And again, and also the structures were not well built either in that area. They were slab, yes, but like they weren't well enough built for EF5 rating. Same with Mayfield that happened last year. Anyways, back to Oakville. This thing traveled for about what 80 miles and continued on to Collins. As you can see here, you see another supercell right here. Looks like it's gonna produce. Looks like it's gonna produce right there. If this thing had a little, if all this was not around it, and all that, and if these were all by themselves for long enough, all of those cells could have produced two long track tornadoes. But luckily, they didn't. As you can see, it just gets taken over as it's about to produce. Right here. Alright, so these storms eventually all died off. And we did have another, we did have more, another QLCS line come in, but I don't think this produced, like, any tornadoes, period. It was just there, like, it formed and then it died off. See, there's other tornadoes over there in Alabama. We'll get to those in a bit. I just want to focus on this real quick. Again, these storms did not do anything, luckily. Even though they all looked like they were going long track supercells. These eventually all got merged into the line. And all went on to Alabama. Anyways, I'm going to switch radars. Alright. So, we switch radars, and we're going to view back at this. So we got to skip ahead a few scans. And head in to there. There you go. There's where you see the tornadoes more clearly. Here, you're having a few tornadoes happen within this area. See Ackerman, McMillan, right there, right here. Tornado happened. I'm making. I think this tornado, yeah, strengthened a lot, and it was warranted. I think a PDS warning. You check. Yeah, that was warranted a PDS warning right there because of the strength of the tornado right there. This all traveled eventually. It went into Alabama. Did do a bit of damage. Yeah, right there. Another tornado just happened right here. You can see. More tornadoes happened. Reform got hit. I think. No, that was Cordova. Cordova is. Okay, yeah, you can see. Yeah, and you're also getting like heavy straight line wind damages right here. Yeah, it hit something. It looks like it hit something right there. It might have been clear air, or also might have been straight line wind damage. You have uh, all this joining together to form the main line, and you get like strong straight line winds. I mean, really strong straight line winds. Yeah, another tornado just happened right there, right in this area. If you see it, small one. So we did have more tornadoes here. This is also where the other big tornadoes happened right there. Uh, we had stuff up near Barry, that small one right there. Now this one I think was pretty strong near Barry. It's pretty yeah, right there near Barry. It looked pretty significant on radar. Let's go back. See that one right there as well. Don't know where Cordova is. I can't find it. See more of it. See more of that. It's clear right there. General, also, was a major flooding event as well. As you can see, tons and tons of rain were being dumped all over the place. Another tornado, Gorgas right there. As it went, oh, there's Cordova. Another one right there. Here. Oh, that looks pretty. That looks pretty significant. Right there. Uh, Eventually this went off to the north and got on the radar range. Right there. It all got on the radar range. So we couldn't see any of that. We can come back here. No, that's the other. This is the main tornado line. Switching radars again. All right. Now I'm gonna go back here because I just saw this. Here's the other angle of one of the other tornadoes near Princeton. As it did go through, look at that. Pretty strong rotation right there. Fortunately, it did not get to the strongest any side. And there it is, right there, another tornado reported. Yeah, weak tornado. That weak tornado right there. Boaz. This one went up to Gadsden. All these tornadoes continue on. That is the all of these continued on. And that right there looks like a supercell. I think this actually that was warranting a tornado. That was warranting a PDS right there, right here. That's warranting a PDS. As it starts to head into the here, I think it gets pretty significant. Yeah, look at that. It does weaken and breathe in and out like they do. All right. Now here's that same tornado again. As you can see now this looks like a supercell. These all look like we're forming into supercells. Lines breaking apart, and this is I think where stuff starts to get like actually intense for tornadoes and stuff. Yeah, we had just had a strong one right there. What was this rated? Trees down. That was a tornado report right there. Those shells, I think, came in and just dissipated right there. Yeah, that continued on. Looked pretty much like a tornado to me. This continued on. Oh, shit! Excuse me. As you can see, these things, they started to ramp up a bit. Actually, the second line did come through and, like, absorb that, though. Hold on, I think we missed something. Go back, go back. No, we did not. See, These continued on right here. We had another one. That's when a supercell formed right here. Somerville. Something started to develop there, but it was quickly taken over. What it did do, though, did do something in time. And this was not orange yet, mind you. Yeah, right there, Elton. And more tornadoes coming in right there. I'll check on those in a little bit. And another one right there. That was most likely EF3 right there, Sumac. Sumac, Georgia. Most likely EF3. As it went into Tennessee. Now, these... Okay, this is that one. Tornado warning for Coleman right there. I think this one also... yeah, there was multiple tornadoes. This was in the line again. This is the second line. This one just went off. I think that one, the line died off there. The second line took over. We had multiple strong tornadoes right here. We had multiple tornadoes right here. Alright, now we have more tornadoes right here. Now, this part started to concern a little bit of people. They're mainly focused down here where the tornadoes were. Then, something started to catch people's eye. There was tornadoes starting to form up north. Then, as the next scan came in, bam, tornado right here. Touchdown near Trenton. Trenton. I realized the north side was producing tornadoes as well. They both focused on the south side and the north side, which north side more produced more tornadoes. Anyways, Trenton. This went on for a little bit. That died off. I think they thought it was over. Yeah. Then this formed into a real QLCS line right here. No tornado warning for that. Collinsville, I think. Yeah, Collinsville just produced right there. Shit. Then, out of nowhere, this tornado all of a sudden just intensified quickly. Right there, it produced an EF3 tornado right outside of Chattanooga. Boom. All this one was going on. A tornado emergency for around the Chattanooga area. Pretty intense tornado right there. East Brainerd. Died off. Didn't produce another one. Then, same cell. That same cell again. Produced another one. That same kill seal cell again. Another one. Didn't work out. Produce another one right there. Nope. I think once it got into around this area, it finally did fully produce. Like that was a pretty intense one, you know. Chattanooga got hit pretty hard. I think it just barely missed the main portion of this stuff. Yeah, right here, another one. Seemed like right there. Nope. No, actually, no, it did right there. And now it splits off. Starts to split off. There we go, your Cardinal. Cardinal. And this was starting to get This was towards the midnight hours. Alright. I switched radars again because I needed to switch to here. Anyways, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult with switching 3 radars. Like there's gonna be a bunch of radars. It gets really chaotic pretty soon. So as you see here, we have more stuff coming in here. This was the stuff I was talking about earlier that got warned. There you go. Right here. Coronella. Right there. That finally got warned. A little bit. Then as we go into here, you see stuff start to get pretty insane. There we go. Yeah, Seneca right there. Right here. Alright, there you go. Next scan, you can see a tornado pretty much right there in Seneca. Right over the town of Seneca. Looking up here. That was a brief EF3 right there. EF3. And the other one up here, I don't think it did much. 2 more tornadoes spawned also up here. Yeah, one right there. Cleveland, I think that was an EF2. EF0. Alright, there we go. Going here. Was there any others around here? No. Okay. I'm gonna switch radars. Alright. Switched radars and here we are. More tornado activity. We got straight line wind damage causing injuries around here. We got more tornadoes and stuff happening with the southern part of the line as the northern part of the line is doing damage. Yeah, there we go. We have a first tornado of the southern portion right there. Thomaston. Now this one, this game, oh, short. This one gains much strength. It goes right through Thomaston and Lincoln Park. And it was rated EF3. Right there. There you go. Another tornado happened right here. That was rated EF2. No, it didn't intensify the EF3. That was a brief EF3, huh? Right, there you go, another one right there. Another one right there, another one right there. I see one of the second event part of the event is coming up, starting to form right here as more and more tornadoes happen. See, already 2 EF3s have happened. Now, there you go. 2 EF3s. There you go, another one. Oh, that was an EF1. Huh, there you go. Right here. As this, along, more tornadoes did happen. More tornadoes right there. More tornadoes right here. Through. Let's see if I hit a little bit. That one, I don't know about that one. Eventually, I think this one was the main one, Sparta, right here. There was multiple tornadoes in this line right here. Right here, as I got to the edge, started to do massive damage. Started to do tons of damage. Oh, it's just this little guy sitting back here. Alright, there you go. Another one right there. Yeah, you got one right here, one right there. EF1. Another EF1. That one had died. Another EF1. This one I think started to gain strength right there. Another one I think was eventually warned. This one, on the other hand, I think that became an EF2 or EF3. No, EF1. I'm just wrong about this. Okay then, yeah. That's fine. Warwick. Another tornado right there. Oh, that looks like a strong tornado right there. That was just wind damage though. Um. Alright, I had to switch radar sites again. These tornadoes right here. These tornadoes, I don't think they were weak, mostly. These ones are mostly weak. Tifton came through right there. That one got confirmed. I think that was EF1. That was brief tornado. Never mind. That was a tree hurler. Uh, mostly safe areas, but there was some concern with these. They traveled across. This turned actually. I think this turned into kind of an MCS a little bit. I'm not exactly sure, but there wasn't much tornado activity. Next radar. All right, I switched radars. All right, here we go. More tornadic activity over here. I think that was the one we already saw. The radar completed. I don't know why it glitched out here. Being a little bit weird. Yeah, that was the EF1 right there. I think the glitching stops after a little bit. Yeah, right there. Alright. I think along here is where stuff started to get kind of in. Can you fucking not do that, radar? Thank you. A couple confirmed tornadoes along here. Another strong one. A little bit of strong one. Swear to God. Better not hard in here. Here we go. Here's where stuff. Or here's where like a bunch of tornadoes happen right here. No, no, no. All formed right here. These were all EF3s. Here, glitched out, of course, here. Of course, another yes for that. Hilda. Allendale just reminds me of something else. Earhart, yeah. Those all eventually, luckily, dissipated. Continue on. Alright, I'm back. The next radar. So, what all after those, during those EF3, while those EF3s happened up there, another thing happened over here. Right here was this. This also shows the EF3s because they were also like in the middle of the range here. But I'm just gonna go here because one thing happens right around here. As these EF3s are just tearing through stuff. Go back over see all of them. They all happened right here. Boom, 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 boom. Another one. Yeah, another one, another one. That happens. Okay, now go back a bit. Now, see this right here? That's a supercell. That's the Allendale one. What the fuck? Why'd the radar cut out? Uh, huh? Oh, okay, I went too fast, that's why. Another one, one happened in Earhart, while another one happened down here. I still hit by a massive EF4. Right here. Radar's a little bit glitchy, but it's fine. It went right past the town of Cummings. Ah, shut up! Don't even fucking say it. Alright, alright. Heads to water. This tornado does head to Waterboro. It does re-strengthen a bit. Not by much, though. Doesn't get to a level of strength it had before. It mainly just continues on all these other ones down here. The other one happened down here, I think. I think that was another EF3 happened over here, I think. Right around this area. Yeah, right here. Was that the EF3? EF2. What was that other one that happened down here? EF2 right there. Yeah. Alright, now we're getting to the end of the outbreak. Just towards the end of the outbreak. Not much else happens. Just a few tornadoes happened in North Carolina. I think some of the other stuff happened off land, but like some like weak EF zeros happened in North Carolina. From then, that's about it. Nothing too strong at all. A little bit. The main stuff, the worrying part was if these tornadoes right here, if they had stayed on land, these few right here, these ones out in the ocean right here, they would have done lots of damage. Because these look pretty strong for tornadoes. One did come back on land though. One of them did come back on land, but luckily it was weak. It went back off the coast again. Oh, radar glitched out. And then there's like a lot of water spouts off the coast as this stuff was happening. And the remaining tornadoes happened around here with very weak rotations and stuff. Anyways, so I did mention earlier I was going to review two other tornado events from this month that were after this, which was EF4 just a few days later, and a small outbreak in Oklahoma. Alright, so here's the Tylertown, New Augusta tornado from April 19th. Now, this was a moderate risk that was issued on another PDS watch, but it did not do much. Um, Fortunately, but it did produce this right here. This monster of a tornado. Big EF4. Traveled right across most, like half of Mississippi. Right towards the Hattiesburg area. Then right around here, it lifted. Right there. Now we're going to see the other event. Alright, now we're back with the next event, which was the April 22nd, 2020 small tornado outbreak, which did spawn a tornado emergency, but we'll get to that later. At first, there was just like a few tornadoes in Oklahoma. And also, again, hook shape right here. And poor radar coverage here. Where was Medill? Where was Medill? There's Tishman. Here's the Medill. So right here, if you've ever seen Pico's head, in his 2020 video, he showed a tornado that went right through Medill in EF2. This was that tornado. I know it looks weak on radar, but that was it right there. So, Mill Creek, Fitzger, and Medill, unfortunately did kill one person, though. These line of supercells, they produced at most EF2 tornadoes, nothing significant. The real significant stuff was down south in Texas, which, fortunately, he did not get to cover. Because did not cover. Which I will switch that right now. Alright, so then was the tornadoes in Texas, which concluded an EF3 and a tornado emergency EF2. So right here is about when it spawned. Well, it came into existence. It traveled pretty far from Olnaska to Seven Oaks, I think. Yeah, that was it. Seven Oaks dropped right there. Then, that was just the tornado, this radar, I think. Then it went out of range of the radar, unfortunately. And now I have to switch up again. Alright, here is the main portion of that, tornado outbreak. It was mostly in Louisiana. Not much happened up here, but the main thing was this cell down here by Jasper, Texas. That went on to produce an EF2 tornado that had a lot stronger winds than it was anticipated. Look, it keeps going on. There was no tornado warning for this because that was just straight line winds. That is not rotation, by the way. That is side lobe. It continued on. Now, it developed into a pretty beefy supercell right here. As you can see, look at that. It got pretty big right there near Leesville. Then it died off. Yep, tornado emergency for Neem. And it reformed over there. This was like the main supercell of the event. It could have been a lot. Oh, crap. Hold on, I just gotta freaking load in. My bad. Technical difficulties. Okay, there we go. There we go. It loaded in. Now, it reformed right there. Kept on going. Mother. Back. Now, after there. Then it formed another tornado right there. That was EF1. Yeah, tornado EF1. This is about when it ended. The event ended. Right after this tornado finished doing its thing. After these tornadoes finished up. We had another tornado right here that unfortunately killed one person. It was an EF2. chambers. Alright, overall, the outbreaks of this was the first outbreak right here. Had a total of 141 tornadoes. Here was the Monroe, Startington EF3s. Here Yazoo City. Here, 4 deaths on Startonville and Bassfield. Bassfield and Pooka had 8 deaths. Topeka, Oneida. Alright, let me go down here. Fort Oglethorpe. That was the Chattanooga one. Thomaston, Collar Forsyth, Westminster, Savannah. Here's all those EF3s. Here's that last EF4. Monarch's Corner. Here's the rest of it. Then, go back to here. Down to here. Here. Here's April 3rd. That's April 13th again. Here's April 19th with the Tyler County Augusta EF4 with 1 death. I showed it earlier. And then here's April 22nd. Here's Medill. Here's Anaska. Chester. There's Jasper, Elmer, Alexandria. And there's that. I didn't get these two. These were also part of the outbreak as well. Here's the rest of that. Okay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. It may have been a bit crap. But it was my first analysis, and I'll see you next video. Alright, see you guys later.